Hey everyone, it's Wraith, and I'm back with episode 5 of my series for Dragonstorm Commanders. Today we're covering the Mardu clan, and with Mardu I chose Neriv, Heart of the Storm. Neriv is an aggro commander, and with a 5/4 flying body for 4 CMC, we're going to be able to do a lot with this build. We're going to use small creatures, dash abilities, and damage doublers to just take out our opponents quickly. Hang tight, and we'll cover all these options. Alright, so the first and most fun aspect about this deck is dealing ridiculous amounts of damage. And to do so, we're going to be using things like Terror of the Peaks. This will proc off Neriv when creatures enter. Twin Flame Tyrant. This is a crazy good card that we got recently for 5 CMC. It's just going to double our damage even more. And then if we're trying to be really silly, we can use Gisela, Blade of Gold Knight. And then we're just dealing so much damage at all times. And every time we use Mobilize or just anything small happens, it's just ramping up to so much damage. Next up, we'll be talking about the aggro portion of the deck. So Mobilize will definitely be a big part of this deck. Both Zergos will be added. They both have Mobilize on them. We definitely need both of these, and they're 3 CMC, so they're not so taxing on our mana cost. Next would be Voice of Victory. This is another new card. I love it. It's got Mobilize 2 on it. Avenger of the Fallen has Death Touch, which is always good, and Mobilize as well. Goldlust Triad. This has Myriad, so on attack, we're going to generate some fresh creature tokens that are going to get double damage, and also generate some tokens we can't pass up on this guy. And then Othari, Sun's Glory. Any veteran EDH players know how ridiculously busted Othari is, especially on its own as a commander. But in this deck, it's going to be generating additional threats every turn, tapped and attacking. It has haste on its own, so it's just really good for this deck. Next, I'll be covering some instants and sorceries. First up will be Song of Totentaunts. This is a good one if we have some extra mana to dump. It's going to give us some 1/1 rat creature tokens with haste, so we can plan for a really strong attack with this one. Next will be fourth, Aerolingus. This is the same idea with this one. We get a bunch of 2/2 night creature tokens with haste, so we're planning for a really strong attack with this as well. Ruinous Ultimatum. If we have a lot of mana and we're trying to control the game, this is a great way to do so. It's going to knock out everything our opponents have. And then for instance, Will of the Mardu. This is a modal card. It gives us 2 options. If we have our commander, we get to play both. And then a Chrome as well. Same deal, modal card. If we have our commander, we can just blow out the game with this one. I'm going to wrap things up with some artifacts and enchantments. The first artifact I'll cover is Blade of Selves. This gives our equipped creature Myriad, and we have some really strong creatures, and we're just getting more creatures attacking and dealing double damage with us. Staff of the Storyteller. This is going to give us a spirit token on ETB, but even better, every time we create a token, we'll be putting a counter on this to draw some cards if we need, which we will because we're in Mardu. And then Infantry Shield. This is going to give our equipped creature Menace and Mobilize. So we're creating some additional creatures, which we want, and the creature attacking has Menace, so he'll get through more than likely. And then for enchantments, we want to start off with Rising of the Day. Creatures we control have haste, so we really want that, and then it buffs our legendary creatures. So our commander, it's going to give our commander a little bit more attack. Black Market Connections, really strong card for Mardu. We need to be creating tokens, drawing cards. This does everything. We really want this one in the deck. And then Within Range, it's 4 CMC, but when we play it, we get 2 warrior creature tokens. And then whenever I attack, each opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures attacking them. So this just combos off with our synergies really well. Alright, that's going to wrap up the mini-series for Dragonstorm Commanders. Thank you all very much for watching. Neriv is definitely an aggro powerhouse, and I see most games where you play it, you're going to get taken out first. People are going to see you as the threat and need to take you down immediately. So when you play with power, be responsible, or don't. Just make sure you have a great time when you play. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. I'll be back very soon.